Andreas Georgiou for MMA Plus post-event Cage Warriors 86. Nathaniel Wood, never in a boring fight, I've heard they say. You know, you and Josh Reed just put on potentially the UK MMA fight of the year, and it was only one round. You know, an absolute classic here at the Indigo at the O2. Be honest, were you ever in trouble?
He did catch me with something, you know, it did take me off guard and dazed me a bit, but, you know, I was never at any point thinking I'm out. You know, the only time where I was worried was he was swarming me, you know, which I didn't expect. I thought he might have backed off a little bit, but he just kept coming. And when I stumbled back, Marc said, protect yourself. And as soon as I hear them words, I was like, no, you know, don't stop the fight. And, you know, luckily he didn't, because next thing I've got the TKO.
Being in London, look, I know the last fight was massively important for you and the lineage of not only the Cage Warriors belt, but for Londoners as well, to be the first London-born Cage Warriors champion, now the first London-born Cage Warriors champion to defend the belt as well. They always say the man is only the true champion when he's defended his belt, and you have done that. Does that kind of lift a weight off your shoulder as well, you know, about the prestige of that?
Yeah, you know, of course, I had a lot of people saying you're not a true champion until you defend it, and, you know, a lot of Josh Reed's fans, I'll give it to them, obviously they're supporting their guy, but were giving me a lot of stick on Facebook, you know, so I kind of taken it personally, right, okay, you know, so to get the win, you know, to kind of put that set in stone that, yep, I am the London champion, you know, I deserve this. It wasn't just a fluke the first time, you know, I won the second time as well, both in the first round, you know, that means a lot to me.
It seems like now this really is your turf, and Cage Warriors are very regional with how they promote the brand. You know, you've got Chris Fishgold and Paddy Pimblett up north. You're definitely the guy down here. How does it feel to be kind of the man when it comes to London and the Cage Warriors brand?
Oh, it feels amazing, you know, to represent such a big promotion, you know, and to be able to represent my hometown at the high, like one of the highest levels really there is. You know, it honestly means a lot to me. You know, I'm enjoying it, and you know, I did want to have a bit longer off, but when Cage Warriors said we're coming to London, you know, I was like, right, that's it. I'm getting back in camp for that, because I don't want to go anywhere else. You know, I want to be here in my hometown, you know, in front of my crowd. That's what means the most to me.
Josh Reed, you know, he held his own in there. He was a true warrior. What was your analysis of his performance, and how far do you think he can go in the future as well?
Nothing but respect for Josh. I think he'd honestly go all the way, you know, however far he wants to go is what I believe, you know. Obviously up and leading up to the fight, I said he's not on my calibre, etc. But man, he's tough, you know. That guy brings it, you know, and he was undefeated for a reason, you know. And I think he's going to go as far as he decides he wants to go.
For you, everybody's talking about, you know, Nathaniel Wood going to the UFC. You know, it doesn't seem like it was a pressure out there for you. But in the back of your mind, is there always that kind of shadow looming that there's always that one step up? There's always that next step, that next level to take it?
No, because the way that I look at MMA is it's a game of luck. You know, one punch is 4-ounce gloves, you know, one punch in the wrong place or one submission, and that could be all she wrote. You know, you could put me in tomorrow with Jose Aldo. If he shoots a double leg and ends up in a guillotine, I've won. You know, so for me, put me in there with the highest level, you know, and I honestly think that I've been ready for a long time, skill-wise, you know, with the guys I'm training with, you know, so to me, I think I can compete at the highest level, you know. You give me the top 10 in the world, I guarantee I'll take them, but, you know, I'm never looking past anyone, and Josh, you know, he was on paper the underdog, but I wasn't looking past him, you know. I know the guy hits hard, he can knock people out, so, you know, I was well and truly being prepared for everyone I get matched with.
Final question, Nathaniel. The men in this room, how important were they to not only tonight, but where you are and where you're going? You know, everyone always talks about the links with Brad and Brad's illustrious career, but I know there's a lot of other people that have put a lot of energy and time in to the career of Nathaniel Wood as well.
Without them, there's no Nathaniel Wood in the MMA scene, you know. So, you know, I owe everything to the guys, my coaches, my dad, you know, Brad Pickett, Ashley Grimshaw, everyone behind me. Without them, you know, I wouldn't be here, so.
Taking the rest of the year off?
Yes, I'd like to, yeah. I've got to, what's this? With,
That's for the kind words, I imagine.
I don't even know what that is, yeah. But, yeah, I need to take a little bit of time off because I think my mum, girlfriend and dad, they're sick and tired of looking at me dieting and moaning about chocolate and food. So, you know, I'd like to enjoy Christmas. Man, that's my addiction. You know, I don't need drink, don't need drugs, alcohol, any of that stuff, but my food, you know, that means a lot to me. So, you know, I'm quite happy to take the rest of the year off, you know, and just work on my game, you know, and see what comes next year. You know, I know Cage Warriors have got the rest of the year covered, so I don't think they're going to actually need me or want me for the rest of the year anyway. So I'll speak to Graham, my manager, see what is up and line for next year.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.